Coming up on this edition of Goffstown This Week, we chat with the Goffstown Village Water Precinct about their Main Street project that starts April 17th. We'll get you caught up on this week's meetings with three things and find out how the high school is going to utilize their 30 extra minutes of time that's going to be added starting after April vacation. It's all ahead on Goffstown This Week. Hello and welcome to Goffstown This Week. I'm Adam McCune, the host for the show and coordinator here for Goffstown Television. With me is Lee Minnick. He's the superintendent for the Village Water Precinct, and there's a big project that's coming up. So thanks for coming up on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
So I guess first of all, what is the big project? We got Pleasant Street, the bridge. There's some work there.
Yeah, we're doing work on Main Street in coordination with the town. The town's doing the revitalizing Main Street. And we're going to go in and change out a water pipe that was put in 1892.
Wow.
So it's over 126 years old. So we're looking to update it with a new 12-inch steel pipe. It should eliminate some of our rust problems we have in town, and looks towards the future of the town.
Okay. That's a long time for a pipe to be in service. That's pretty impressive that it lasted that long.
Yeah, it's common. We get a lot of areas in town that are like that. So.
You gonna donate it to the Historical Society after?
Oh yeah, they'll take a nice little chunk up to their place.
And you said in coordination with the town. I think there's like kind of a distinction we should make about the Village Water Precinct and the town. There's two different entities at work here.
Yeah, we were chartered in 1891 to serve water and fire protection for the town of Goffstown. Back in 1945, we moved away from fire protection, sold that to the town for $1, and then moved forward of just supplying water for the village. And we're not a town department. All our revenue comes from our subscribers. We have about 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And that's where our revenue comes from. So we're completely separate from the town.
Separate from the town. It's such a hard thing to wrap your head around. I know if people are interested and they want to understand what a district precinct is, there's a fantastic Last Night Tonight with John Oliver. He actually went through it. It's an HBO show.
Okay.
He actually went through and did like a 20-minute segment on special districts. His was a little bit more on the darker side of it, but they actually did highlight Litchfield has a mosquito district. That's
really?
A similar idea,
Yeah.
where they raise funds and they're separate from the town, and they had a meeting where they had nobody there at the meeting. But it's something I know that people have a hard time wrapping their head around. And I think there's three water.
There's three water suppliers in Goffstown. We got the Grassmere Village Precinct, which is set up similar to us. They've got about 500 customers.
Okay.
They service the Grassmere area. They buy their water from Manchester.
Okay.
And then you've got Manchester Water takes care of the Penardville section of Goffstown. And then we take care of the village. We have our own wells and surface supply, and we supply our customers.
So while this project is going on, what can people expect downtown for this project?
We're starting Monday, and we're working. We're going to do nights, so that until we get up to West Union Street. So from the bridge to West Union Street, we're going to do it at night to try to help with the traffic. So we're not,
Sure.
And we can get some production done. You're going to see hoses around town for a few of the houses to provide them with water so they can keep water. We're replacing the pipe across the bridge. We're going to put in we're going to pull a plastic pipe across the bridge that'll be hanging from the side of the bridge like the old one used to be. Mm-hmm. And it shouldn't affect too many people.
Okay. So how long do you think the scope of the work will take?
We're doing it in sections. The town's doing their construction in three phases, and we're going to follow those phases and try to be a couple weeks in front of them.
Okay.
They're working from Mountain Road to the bridge starting in May. They're going to do their sidewalks and their drainage, and we're going there beforehand, get our water pipe done because it's the lowest, it's the deepest in the ground. And then we're going to continue down Main Street, from the bridge to the intersection of Elm Street. We're going to do that as soon as school gets out. So the first week of July probably.
Okay. Yeah, you got to coordinate so many things. There's so many plates spinning on this one. And how important is it that the Village Water Precinct and the town coordinate on a project like this?
Yeah, very important because we are, as I said, we've only got 1,000 subscribers, and that's what's paying for the project.
Yep.
So to keep the water bills, intact and reasonable, we save money without having to pay for asphalt. The town will compact that road, and you won't ever know there was a trench there.
Right.
If we went and did it on our own, on some street, then you've got a trench, you've got all that extra costs associated.
Wow. Now, if people wanted to find out more information about this project or anything really that the Village District is doing, you guys have a website too, right?
We do have a website. Not very many people visit it, but it's been up there for a couple of years. It's got our phone number. They can call our office. Office hours are 8:30 to 12:30 daily.
Okay.
And that's about it.
You can find out all the information there. Well, thanks. I think this, obviously it's an important project. Thanks for coming on and explaining some of those distinctions. It's pretty great to see that and get it explained to some people. So thanks for joining me.
You're very welcome.
Great. All right, we'll be right back. Here's 3 things from this week's meetings that you need to know. During Monday night's Board of Selectmen meeting, Chairman Mark LeMay presented a town proclamation to the Goffstown Community Garden Club that designates April 16th through April 22nd as Keep Goffstown Beautiful Week. The beautification program is sponsored by the club. They encourage residents, organizations, and businesses to pick up, clean up, and spruce up streets, parks, and other areas in town. They also encourage people to recycle newspapers, plastics, and other items by using the curbside recycling program or by visiting the transfer station. Selectmen gave permission to the Goffstown Village Water Precinct to do water main replacement work at night. The precinct superintendent sought an exception from the town's noise ordinance. The work, which will take about a week and a half to complete, will start at 7 p.m. and continue until around 5 a.m. The work will take place in the areas of Main Street and West Union Street. A company has been hired to do traffic control, and residents have been notified. The fire chief advised selectmen of changes to the final outcome of the Church Street Fire Station renovation and addition project. The project is still on target and expected to be on budget. However, there are some unanticipated added costs. Some of these include Eversource fees to connect to the building that are higher than expected, additional sewer fees, additional site work, and DPW that can't assist with additional paving costs, and IT work that an electrician will have to do because town staff does not have time. The fire chief will update selectmen again on April 24th. And the planning board also met on Thursday and discussed 2 site plan reviews. And that's 3 things from this week's meetings. Be sure to watch the meetings in their entirety on our on-demand page or on Channel 22.
Goffstown podcast. My name is Sam Martell, and this is Sinead Bean, and she is here to join me and help me get through the podcast today without Stephen Handenberg. It's a sad day for me. All right, so you're here. You can talk to us a little bit about prom. You're on student council.
I can.
Your class is the one doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening with that?
Okay, so prom is coming up a lot sooner than you might think. We're selling tickets right now until next Friday.
Okay.
During lunches for $60. So come see us in the back of the cafeteria at a table and buy your prom ticket.
And when can you buy prom tickets until?
Next Friday, maybe.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going to happen is next Friday happens, and then the day after, I'm going to buy a ticket.
No.
So the day after, I'm going to Snapchat you. I'm going to text, email, Instagram,
No.
Facebook you.
No.
All right, I'm going to get a bird. I'm going to put money in its claws. I'm
No.
going to ship it to you.
No, absolutely not.
Bird carrier, pigeon,
No.
pigeon style?
No.
No, that's going to get me
No.
a ticket.
No.
So I really need to have it by next Friday.
Yes, you need to come see us and buy it by next Friday.
All right, well, that's an important due date to remember.
Yes, next Friday.
So calling on one of my teachers, Mrs. Murchison, she is your class advisor.
She is.
She's going to be so happy to see she's in the podcast. She was talking to me, it's like a rustic theme?
Yeah, this year for prom, we're kind of going for a rustic theme with like mason jars and flowers and pretty lighting. I'm really excited. It's going to be really cool.
You got your dress yet?
I did.
Yeah? Oh my, I cannot wait to see. Speaking about dances, I almost said semi. Speaking about semi, which is what we're about to speak about, is coming up this Saturday at 7:30. You can still buy tickets, just like you have been for like, what has it been, like a month now you can buy tickets for?
I
I
know,
feel
the-
bad
the
for the
whole
people
year, I
who
feel
are
like.
sitting in the lunchroom every day going, Anyone not bought their tickets yet? Anyone not get them?
But you can also buy them at the door
You can buy them at the door.
for $10, I believe.
Unlike prom.
15 for couple. Yes, no. You cannot buy your ticket at the door for prom.
I show up at the door prom with the
No.
bird and the money. Okay, so that's not going to work. We're going to take a quick break and let you watch some sports announcements. So today on the podcast, we are joined by Principal McBride, who has some very important news. Tell me, is the world ending?
No.
No, what's going on?
We will be having an adjusted schedule when we get back from April vacation. We are going to have 30 minutes of additional time over from when we get back from vacation to the end of the school year. By doing those additional 30 minutes a day, it's going to allow us to cut 3 days off the end of the school year, so kids will be able to begin their summer vacations 3 days sooner than if we did not because of all the snow days.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. So when is school going to start in the morning?
We did 16 minutes in the beginning of the morning, so 7:40 instead of the funky 7:56. And at the end of the day, it's a nice clean 2:55, I'm pretty sure.
Perfect. And of course, class schedules are going to change, or how much time is being added on to every class?
The first block of the day will be 9 minutes, and then all additional blocks, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe it's 7. And there's 2 additional minutes in the first block because of morning announcements.
I think that's all we had. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just again, I appreciate people's flexibility. Well, clearly, change is never easy, but we will be flexible. So if there's work issues or other issues that arise, if you can adjust them on your end, we always appreciate that because we do not like to miss instructional time. But if there's something that's just unavoidable, please come see me or another administrator, and we'll make sure that we get through the last, I think it'll be 33 days is how it works. I think it's 30 minutes a day. Every 11 days, it's either 10 or 11. I think it's 11. You gain a day back, so I think there's an additional 33 days.
Okay.
This is fuzzy math, though.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're back with some new announcements. So Earth Day is coming up.
Yes.
Did you hear what's going on with Earth Day?
I heard that we're planting gardens.
We are planting gardens. Very good. I'm sorry, that's aggressive. So Dr. Hoden and Mr. Vayu are going to be doing a thing next Thursday and Friday where, actually, we have props for this. So you're going to take that. I'll take this. Next Thursday and Friday, anyone that has a free prep that day that wants to come down and see Dr. Hoden or Mr. Vayu, they're going to be outside and they're going to be cleaning up the garden. They're going to be spreading mulch, planting vegetables. I don't know what moose eat, but they're probably vegetables. Meese? Goose, geese, moose, meese.
Okay. You'll find me outside with my rake and my hoe.
All right, that's enough of those props. Also coming up is the comedy Noises Off. Actually, it's coming up tonight. If you're watching this on Friday, so it's 7 p.m. tonight. The Goffstown High School Performing Arts is putting on their show of Noises Off, and this is the last show that I'm going to be in. This is the last show that Stephen Hanneberg and Jacob Rubin and Izzy Cronin are going to be in, and I can honestly tell you, as seniors leaving, we are going to make this show something to remember, and we are putting all of our energy in, and we want to make it hilarious. And I'm really asking, guys, come out and support us. Whether it's Izzy Cronin screaming about Irish sheets, or Jacob Rubin stumbling around, or me just getting up on stage and getting in people's faces, you're going to love it.
Knocking. Knocking. Upstairs. There's something in the airing cupboard. Oh, it's you.
Well, of course it's me. You put me in there, in the dark, with all black sheets and things.
But darling, why did you lock the door?
Why did I lock the door? Why did you lock the door?
I didn't lock the door.
Well, someone locked the door.
Well, anyways, we can't stand here like this.
Like what?
In your underwear.
Okay, I'll take it off.
In here, in here, in here. In here.
Hold it! Oh, this glue, it's the kind you can... Hold it, Freddy! Oh, God, which one is it?
The left one.
It's the left one, everybody.
The left one.
Thank you, Sinead. I've got her name. It's taken me a while. I haven't. Sinead Bean, thank you so much for coming on without
course.
Stephen Hannenberg. I was freaking out doing it alone.
Yeah, Mr. McDermott just came up to me in the hallway and was like, come on in. So,
You had to get that out at the end.
yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great one, guys.